In today's video, I'm going to give an overview of Jeff Brown's latest near future report issue called America's Nuclear Comeback, How One Company Will Power the AI Boom. I'm going to sort of give an overview of this because I think it's really important for people to understand, because it really explains the hidden AI stock boom that no one is talking about it. And I'm going to explain it in a second. And then after that, what I'm going to do is just look at a few of Jeff's special reports because they're really interesting, and then I'm going to show you around the near future report members area. So if you want to join, you can do if it's something you're interested in. And if at any point you want to join Jeff Brown's near future report, there's going to be a link in the comment and description below. We can get all of his reports, special reports, completely free for just trying out his near future report for 60 days risk free. So let's get on with it. So as the title said, Jeff has found America's nuclear comeback, how one company will power the AI boom. And before I've sort of given an overview of this issue, this is highlighting the secret AI boom that no one is talking about, because in order for AI to progress and go to artificial general intelligence and ultimately artificial superintelligence, we need a couple of things. We need materials, we need chips, we need hardware, and in many ways, the most important part is power. AI clusters and AI hyper data centers take huge amounts of power. In fact, a large AI data center takes about as much power as a medium-sized city the size of Denver. And America's power grid at the moment just isn't capable of supplying that extra energy and power. But this is where there's a couple of specialized companies coming to VA, because this is basically how AI is going to get its power needs, and pay very close attention to this because it's very important. America sits on a huge stockpile of natural gas, so the first solution is a few natural gas companies are supplying AI data centers to give them power. So natural gas stocks supplying the AI data center industry are really going to see a big boom. Now, the next one is nuclear fission is going to make a return, and this is what Jeff's talking about in this report. Nuclear fission companies are going to see a huge boom. In fact, nuclear could become a $10 trillion market in the next couple of years as nuclear makes a comeback, because its energy is clean, limitless power, and it's readily available once you get the reactors going. So nuclear is making a massive comeback, and the last stage is nuclear fusion, but we're still a bit away from nuclear fusion at the moment. So it's really natural gas and nuclear that's going to be powering the AI boom, and these are the secret stocks you need to be paying attention to, because many people are overlooking them, looking for the chip companies and stuff like that. But there's going to be a huge amount of money made in the AI energy sector. Now, just to give you an overview of this report, basically there's a massive sort of race at the moment for AI between China, the West, and ultimately the US and China. And China is leading the race. And the reason why is because it's got a huge resource of natural minerals or elements, that go into making, AI chips and AI infrastructure, but also it's leading the energy race. China, produces twice the energy of the US, and that is a big problem, because unless the US can bump up its energy production, it just can't scale its AI output or ideology. And this is where the company in this newsletter is basically filling the stock gap. Basically, this company specializes in nuclear fusion reactors, and it is getting contracts with AI hyper data centers to basically supply nuclear power. And Jeff believes this company will have a monopoly in the United States when it comes to supplying power to the AI industry, and hence it has got a lot of upside over the next couple of years. So yeah, this is all about how one nuclear company specializing in nuclear fission is basically going to drive the AI, drive the AI boom in the US by supplying the power it needs in order to reach artificial general intelligence, artificial superintelligence, and ultimately compete and beat China to the race to be artificial superintelligence, because whoever gets there first is the new global superpower. Now, I can't give you the name of this stock because this is for members only, but yeah, it has a lot of upside as AI data centers require more and more power over the next couple of years. So a fascinating report all about how one company is going to power the AI boom in the United States with nuclear energy and nuclear fission. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk about some of the just a few of the special reports because they're really, really interesting. So here we go. This is one that's been released recently. NVIDIA's Magnificent 7, how to pocket generational wealth in America's final AI boom. So basically, NVIDIA has created a new sort of the most powerful AI computer in the world. And in order to build it, it is partnering with 7 companies to supply it with the materials and energy and everything it needs in order to build this supercomputer. And basically, yeah, there's basically 7 of Jeff's stocks in here that are supplying NVIDIA that have huge upside potential in the next couple of years. Now, this one is really interesting, and it hits on what I've talked about in Jeff's near future report: 3 IPOs for America's nuclear energy boom. These are free companies that are going to be supplying the AI industry with nuclear energy in the coming years, but they're private companies. But Jeff is highlighting them because when they're about to get an IPO, he will let you know so you can invest in them and have huge upside. Now these last ones are going to talk about. This is all about quantum computing, which is going to be possibly even bigger than AI. Quantum computing is basically the end game for computing. Quantum computing is the most powerful form of computing in the world. It's coming out of sort of science fiction into reality now, and it's eventually going to be paired with artificial intelligence, and Jeff calls it the QAI boom. And in these sort of, especially these 2 reports, Jeff gives you 2 ways to invest in the quantum boom. This company could potentially 100x because it's still a private company. It's probably going to have an IPO at some point. And this one is Google's secret quantum partner that's working with Google to produce and fine-tune its quantum Willow chip. And there's loads of other reports here as well. All basically AI, some crypto as well, so you can read all of that for yourself. You've got the portfolio of all open positions, just to give you an idea of how well Jeff's portfolio is performing. His AI portfolio is up about 1,200% or 12x from when he originally gave buy alerts for the stocks in his portfolio. So I think that is pretty cool. And then you've got the risk management section, which basically shows you how to invest like a proper investor. Now, I've been a member since 2021. I love the service. I think it's brilliant. I've invested in a few of Jeff's AI stocks and they're doing very nicely, but I'm in it for the medium to long term because I think the biggest gains in AI are still ahead of us, especially with quantum computing coming around the corner in the AI energy industry. So I give the service 5 out of 5. Love it. Can't fault it. It's one of the best services out there for AI research, stock advisories, and tech stock advisory. So yeah, I rated 5 out of 5. Love it. So if you want to join the Near Future Report, get all of his special reports completely free. You can join the Near Future Report, get all of his special reports for 60 days risk-free, just for trying out his Near Future Report risk-free for 60 days. There's a link in the comment description below, and you can join for just one payment of $179, which locks your membership in for 1 year. And like I say, you get a full 60-day money-back guarantee as well. But I think you'll love the service, so I think you want to stick around. So if you want to join, link in the comment description below. You get all of the special reports for free, $179 for 12 months, 60-day money-back guarantee. Give it a whirl and start devouring Jeff's research and investing in Jeff's stock. So that's what I got for you. Hope you found the video useful, informative, and I'll speak to you soon.